You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. The Republican Party has introduced legislator Pilip as their candidate for the 3rd Congressional District special election. And as Sherry Einhorn reports, now Pilip and her Democratic opponent have to hit the ground running.
Nassau's new congressional candidate walked into a packed room filled with supporters, signs, and energy. It was a who's who of county Republicans. Former Congressman Peter King and former Senator Al D'Amato were there.
Is she gonna win?
County legislator Pilip now going up against Democrat Tom Suozzi in a special election on February 13th to fill the seat now open after George Santos was kicked out of Congress.
I am the example of the American dream. I have overcome many challenges in my life, and that's why I want to be the voice for our middle-class families.
Chairman Cairo says there is no doubt that Pilip is what the county and the country need right now. She's a mother of 7 who grew up in Ethiopia and emigrated to Israel when she was a child. She served as a paratrooper in the Israeli Defense Forces before emigrating to the United States.
She's done a great job in Mineola. She'll do a great job in Washington. She's the perfect candidate at this time with everything going on in the world.
Suozzi didn't comment specifically on the new Republican candidate, posting on social media that, quote, people are sick and tired of the circus in Congress. Tom Suozzi has a proven record that he will work every day to try and bring common sense back to Washington by working across party lines like he's always done.
But if you're asking me who I want to win, that would be Suozzi. We're Democrats, and I'm very concerned about where the country's going.
Republican all the way.
Tell me why.
I'm a Republican, and I like what they stand for.
With a shortened campaign, though, Newsday columnist Joy Brown says both candidates have no time to waste if they want to win over undecided voters.
One would hope to see both of these candidates at the train station. One would hope to see them at some of the local debates. One would hope to see them bring their message down, even as the national parties on both sides are going to be pushing the message up.
I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
Now to read more about the special election, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. And a new plan is taking flight to crack down on illegal dumping in Suffolk County. Drones and surveillance cameras are just part of the strategy to safeguard parks. The DA's office is calling it the Evergreen Initiative. District Attorney Ray Tierney wants the county to pass legislation that would increase the maximum fine for dumping to $25,000. There's growing concern about illegal dumping because the Brookhaven landfill is going to stop accepting construction and demolition debris.
We will impound any car or truck that is used in the commission of an environmental crime. We will hold every cent. We will hold the cars until every cent of the fines are paid, including the cost of the cleanup.
Now listen to this. Anyone who gives information that leads to an illegal dumping arrest and conviction would be eligible to get 1/3 of the fine that's paid, and that could translate into thousands of dollars. Mercedes, Land Rovers, and other luxury cars were impounded by authorities. The MTA says all 44 vehicles belong to people who did not pay their tolls or cover their license plates to avoid paying.
It's not right when drivers, some rolling around in Mercedes and Porsches, come onto our bridges and through tunnels and skip out on paying thousands and thousands of dollars in tolls.
The MTA says repeat offenders and people who use forged plates could be arrested. And Good Samaritan Hospital in West Islip has just received the biggest gift in the hospital's history. It's renaming its stroke center after Gary H. Richard, the former president and CEO of PC Richard. It's not clear how much he donated, but the previous largest donation was to the hospital of $1.7 million. And an East End fixture that's known for its colorful Christmas trees and wreaths is shutting down after this season.
Good things have to come to an end, and it's been more than 50 years that Judy and I have been doing this, and we're just running out of energy.
Ed Dart says it's an emotional decision to close his family's Christmas tree farm in Southold because he's formed personal connections with so many families over the years. He wants everyone to know the rest of the farm and nursery will continue to operate. All right, let's take a look at your Long Island weather. It's going to be a nice day today, pretty much, but too bad it's pretty much over. Tomorrow, though, we got another nice one. Check it out. We got temps in the 50s, but we do have cloud cover overhead.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
With all the new offshore windmills being built around the island, experts say there's a growing need for battery facilities to store the energy. But some are worried about the safety of those storage centers. Steve Langford has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Right off the LIE service road at Morris Avenue in Holtsville, it's more than just another new building that may go up here.
By 2040, when we move to an entirely zero carbon grid, we'll need probably 3,000 to 6,000 megawatts of storage. We're going to need a lot of storage, but we also have a lot of time to deploy it.
The path toward green energy on Long Island will run through, in part, battery storage facilities like the $160 million plant proposed for this site in Holtsville. Dozens of battery storage plants designed to hold power generated by offshore wind farms and other new sources are in the works to replace fossil-fueled power plants across the island, many at or near LIPA substations.
Renewables, the weather, the environment, the day controls how much power they produce. So what storage allows you to do is when you're producing more power than you need or less, it helps you balance the grid.
But on Morris Avenue in Holtsville, this makeshift stop sign is an indication battery storage plants may not get a warm welcome.
Safety first! Safety first!
The Holtsville plant that's being proposed is next to a neighborhood and next to a theater and a hotel. A lot of people there have already begun to object to this project.
It's the potential for fires at these plants that has drawn opposition. A blaze at this battery storage plant in East Hampton last May has the facility still out of commission. The fire was contained and there were no injuries.
People are worried about that same thing happening in their backyards.
There are half a dozen homes along Morris Avenue here where some residents have expressed opposition to a storage plant being built here. Southampton and Southold have actually put a moratorium on battery storage facilities until more is learned about them.
The technology is getting better and better. It's better than it was, and we will have some growing pains.
Battery storage plants will require state and local approval. Steve Langford for Newsday TV.
To read more about the storage plans, go to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Feed Me is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
This time of year, restaurants are decorating for the holidays. And in today's Feed Me TV, Elisa DiStefano looks at the best examples of some decked out dining.
The halls and walls are decked. Even the ceilings. At the Embassy Diner in Bethpage, every inch is covered with holiday decor.
The joy that I see people when they come in and they say, wow, that to me means everything in the world. Because when they come in, all the hard work that you put into it and everything that you do, it pays off when somebody says, wow, this is beautiful.
You can even sip some hot chocolate and enjoy fun, festive food in this winter wonderland. Now to Suffolk. Country House in Stony Brook is full of Christmas charm and cheer. Wow, there is so much to see in here. It is really magical. Let's go this way first. The house, built in 1710, is packed with nods to Christmas classics. Ornaments are strung and stockings are hung by the fireplace. Sit at the bar and order a Christmas cocktail to get in the spirit, and their Father Christmas cream of tomato soup that they only serve this time of year. Yum. Or enjoy a festive feast in one of the 5 dining rooms. Each one is decorated differently. And the special holiday menu features dishes named after Christmas movie stars.
This little restaurant brings so much joy and happiness to so many families over the 44 years that it's been open. It's a holiday tradition. It's generational.
All wrapped up in a big red bow. Elisa DiStefano, Newsday TV.
It's always the little things. Now, to read more about restaurants decorated for the holidays, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Get in the game with Newsday. The best team of sports reporters and columnists bring you in-depth analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and news from inside the locker room. Get in the game when you subscribe to Newsday, your destination for total sports coverage at newsday.com/sports.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us. We leave you now with a look at your 7-day forecast.